When my friends learned I was doing a side trip to Geneva after Madrid, they all said it would be costly. To my defense, I'd always reply, why not? The truth is, Geneva has been on my bucket list since high school. Geneva was a great start to my Switzerland adventure. From CERN to the famous Jet 2 and to the home of Swiss knife and Patek Philippe. For 4 days, I explored Geneva and the nearby towns around the lake and got enamored by its beauty, grandeur, and quiet luxury. Wow, every corner is beautiful, very Instagrammable, very photogenic. We left sunny Madrid, and the flight to Geneva only took an hour and a half. Upon initial descent, we flew through thick clouds and rain before banking to the right, flying over the northeastern part of Lake Geneva. Autumn was about to start as specks of orange and red dotted the green foliage of the Swiss-French forest at the west of Lake Geneva. It was gloomy and cold as I waited for my bus, which would take me to my hotel.
Hi, so I'm here in Geneva, Switzerland, waiting for my bus. Well, if you're flying to Geneva, there's like a free transportation going on here if you're staying at a hotel here in Geneva. I think it's part of their program. So right now I'm deactivating my Espagnol. C'est en route par le français.
Check-in was a breeze, and as a tourist, I am entitled to free use of public transportation within the city limits. All I needed was to pay 11 francs for the tax. I stayed at B&B Hotel Geneva, and it is located near the tram station, making it accessible to the old town. Alright, room tour, here we go. So this is the main entrance of my hotel room here in Geneva, Switzerland. I booked this via booking.com. I didn't really expect that the place would be so cool. So when you go here, it's the bathroom. I like the mood and the color itself. It's way better compared to my hotel back in Madrid. Hi! So they also have a large mirror here. So this is my bed. And what I really love about this room, it's a high ceiling room. I love it. And there's like a large window, so it allows natural light to enter my room, which I really like. So there's the standard TV, open wardrobe, some desk, and yeah, probably make up coffee later. So yeah, it's not super expensive. I booked this for like 4 nights, and it costs almost 300 Swiss francs. So yeah, it's worth it. Another plus point for this hotel, B&B Hotel in Geneva, they have a USB-C and USB-A charger port. So I don't need to use my adapter for charging my devices.
All right, so now we're going to the old town of Geneva, and we're going to take the tram.
Geneva's old town in the rain has a distinctive charm, especially for a first-time visitor. The streets, winding and cobblestone laden, seem to glisten under the overcast sky and heavy raindrops, creating an atmosphere both serene and mysterious. At 12 degrees, there's a crisp chill in the air, adding a cozy appeal to each stop along the way. You would like to catch glimpses of Geneva's hallmark landmarks. St. Peter's Cathedral stands stoically despite the weather, its old stone facades radiating a quiet strength.
Wow, every corner is beautiful, very Instagrammable, very photogenic. Like it will take me like 3 hours just to walk around and take 1,000 pictures, and none of them are ugly, you know. So this is a very beautiful city. This is a very interesting part of Geneva. Aujourd'hui, je suis en jardin des Anglais, or we're here at the English Garden, right at the heart of Old Town Geneva. And there's a lake in front of me. But it's really cloudy today and it's getting darker, but it's still like 4 p.m. Hopefully it won't rain. I didn't bring my umbrella. Otherwise, I'll be the only one who's wearing an umbrella today. Okay, so I ate what I said earlier. It's starting to rain. Ugh. But yeah, the end of September is the rainy season here in Geneva, so what do I expect? Hopefully this Sunday will be better because we're going to explore the mountains and sailing around Lake Geneva.
Between brief dashes from one narrow street to another, with rain pelting down, every corner holds a quiet, almost intimate beauty. The old town's centuries-old charm seems to deepen, with fewer crowds to distract, and even the cafes tucked into the street corners feel like hidden havens in the downpour. Despite the rain, the experience seems to leave a lasting, warm impression, as if the city itself is offering you a quiet, memorable glimpse into its soul.
So as you can see, I'm just relaxing here in the coffee shop around the old town. And I had a haircut. It cost 35 francs plus 5, so that's like 40. I guess 5 is for the tip. But the barber made a great job on my hair. Anyway, so I'm here. It's raining again. And I'm enjoying my cup of cafe au lait. It costs 4 francs and 30 cents, so kind of like pricey, but what do you expect? We're in Switzerland. So right now, we're just relaxing and just thinking of dining out at the restaurant or buy something at the grocery. I went to the grocery earlier and there's like a lot of things very interesting and kind of like cheap compared to like in the restaurant. So that's, I'm going to buy something else there. So the reason why I'm here in Geneva is because of CERN, or the European Center for Nuclear Research. Yeah, I first encountered CERN when I was reading Robert or Dan Brown's novel, Angels and Demons, and Angels and Demons specifically. So I'm so excited to see the particle accelerator in person.
My day in Geneva started with a visit to CERN, and I could hardly contain my excitement.
So the good thing about CERN is the admission here is free. This is so cool.
Being face to face with the world's largest particle physics laboratory was like stepping into a dream for anyone with a love for science. Wandering through the exhibitions and learning about the discoveries made here, like the Higgs boson, was as thrilling as I'd imagined.
So behind me is the Large Hadron Collider. So cool.
Seeing the Large Hadron Collider's technology up close was mind-blowing. And it's a visit that left me with endless awe and a few fun facts I'll be dropping for years.
So behind me is the Patek Philippe Museum. So I'm a huge fan of Patek Philippe, so let's check it out. And the entrance fee is only like 10 francs, so let's go.
Leaving CERN, I made my way to the Patek Philippe Museum, which is like stepping into a horological wonderland. Being a huge fan of Patek Philippe timepieces, this museum was more than just a collection. It was a history of luxury and precision. From antique watches dating back centuries to modern masterpieces, each piece highlighted Patek Philippe's dedication to craftsmanship. The museum itself is elegant, each display beautifully organized, making it feel less like a museum and more like a gallery showcasing masterpieces of time. For anyone with a passion for watches, this is a must visit.
So now we're back here at Jardin Anglais because yesterday it was raining so hard, so I wasn't able to explore the garden. But basically, it's a park with fountains and facing Lake Geneva. So beautiful.
I wrapped my day with a stroll through Jardin Anglais, an elegant park along Lake Geneva. The paths winding through the lush greenery led to a stunning view of the Jet d'Eau, Geneva's famous fountain. Standing close to it, I was captivated by the fountain's strength and beauty as it shot water 140 meters into the air, framed by the lake and distant mountains. The sound of the water and the glistening spray made for a perfect, refreshing end to the day. Geneva is a place of many facets, from scientific exploration to high-end craftsmanship and natural beauty. Each stop brought something special. I'll be back to explore more of what this sophisticated city has to offer.
Bonjour, and I'm still waiting for my bus to the airport. I'm not going home yet, but from the airport, I'll be going to take another train at around 45 kilometers away from Geneva. There's another town. The name of the town is Saint Sug, or how do I pronounce that if I pronounce it correctly. But anyway, I'm going to meet up with an air traffic controller friend there, and we're going to do hiking and see the lakes as well.
Hiking through Sunsug was a symphony of earthy trails and crisp mountain air, where every turn opened up to breathtaking views that stretched across the Swiss countryside. Seeing Mont Blanc from afar was a treat. After hours on the trail, I indulged in Swiss cold cuts and rich, creamy cheese fondue, a perfect alpine feast that tasted even better under the open sky. Later we drove to Versoix and found ourselves gliding across Lake Geneva's clear, cool waters, feeling the gentle rock of the boat as the wind guided us along. The lake was a deep blue, and the Alps stood majestically in the distance, making each moment on the water a peaceful and unforgettable counterpoint to the thrill of the mountains.
So behind me is the United Nations headquarters, but I can't still find the Philippine flag behind me, but yeah, this is amazing.
On a quiet Sunday morning in Old Town Geneva, the streets felt made for wandering. With most stores closed, there was a calmness in the air, as if the city itself was taking a restful breath. Cobblestone lanes wound between stone buildings that stood solemnly, stories from the centuries past echoing in their facades. I took my time exploring, passing St. Peter's Cathedral and peering through wrought iron gates into serene courtyards. It was as though the city had revealed a hidden side of itself, a stillness that allowed its history and beauty to truly shine.
So I'm here again at the old town part of Geneva. It's a Sunday, and it's a different vibe because everything's closed, like almost, and there are only a few people around. So yeah, this is a different vibe, but there are a few restaurants that are open. So I'm looking for some Asian restaurant. Forgive me, but I'm craving for something that is very familiar to my taste palates.
As the day drew on and a chill set in, I craved a hearty meal and wandered until I found an inviting Asian restaurant, hoping for something warm and comforting. The aromatic dishes seemed promising, so I ordered Szechuan chicken and settled in, enjoying the ambience and expecting a simple, satisfying meal. But when the bill arrived, I felt a slight shock. 35 francs for a single dish. It was a reminder that Geneva, even in its quieter moments, holds its prices. Smiling to myself, I paid the bill, feeling that this unique, surprising Sunday adventure in Old Town Geneva was well worth every franc. Leaving Geneva, I feel as though I am unspooling myself from a rare, intricate weave of civility and restraint. A place so carefully composed, it's as if nothing here has ever been truly hurried. The city moves in a disciplined hush. Trams and buses sling through the streets with understated elegance, each arriving on time with a quiet sigh of predictability. Even the fountains, those generous, anonymous sources of the purest water, seem to express an effortless humility, just waiting to refresh anyone who bothers to pause and drink. And the air, crisp and faintly alpine, carries a gentle chastening quality, as though it too understands the virtue of restraint. Geneva is not a place of spectacle, but of subdued harmony, where nature and human ambition appear to have struck a truce long ago. The mountains rest around it like silent, noble sentries, and the lake, unfazed by the city's motion, lies there with a stillness that reflects every detail of the sky above. In my last moments here, I find myself lingering, breathing deeper, absorbing Geneva's understated balance. It is a reminder that a city need not astonish to enrich. Its quieter gifts might leave the deepest mark.